All right, guys, so welcome to our Getting Started Right call. Your hosts are myself, Samantha Hawley, and Addie Yoder. I guess just a really quick introduction if you don't know me. My name is Samantha Hawley, and, well, Penkoff is my married name now. And I've been a coach for a little bit over 4 years. And when I first started coaching, I was also working full-time. And so my intention for coaching was just to earn 150 extra bucks a month to put towards student loans. And when I signed up, I asked my upline, Raina Odell, what do I have to do that? And she told me all the basics that we're going to be covering with you guys tonight. I listened. I did it consistently every single day, every single month. And 2 years into my journey, well, let me back up. A year and a half into my journey, I matched my full-time income at General Electric. And then 2 full years in, so 6 months later, I quit that job and I started earning what accumulates to a 6-figure earner in Beachbody. 2 years later, I'm still here coaching full-time. Yeah, and I think that's me in a very quick nutshell. Do you want to do a little introduction, Addie?
Sure. I'm Addie Yoder. I have been a coach for right at 3 years. I think my coach anniversary was 3 days ago. So I am not like Sam at all. I am a mom. I'm a stay-at-home mom. I have 4 kids. My youngest is 4 and my oldest is 11. And so I have 3 gone to school and 1 at home with me, which is not how I started, obviously. They started much smaller than that. And I had 2 or 3 at home when I got started and kids climbing all over me in workout videos. And I was a discount coach actually for 6 months before I decided to go all in with coaching. It took a lot of convincing from my upline coach. And when I decided to go all in, I did exactly what Samantha did. I said, okay, what do I need to do? I did everything that I was told to do word for word and have never stopped. I just keep posting and keep sharing and keep cruising along my journey. Actually, my upline coach quit coaching about 4 months after I decided to coach, and I got adopted by Raina. And it was kind of a touch and go moment, at that moment when you feel like nobody is supporting you. And then Raina reached out, and I went to Summit, and everything shifted in that minute. So I have never looked back. I just kept going and kept coaching, and my kids are getting older, and I keep getting more freedom and putting a little bit more time into it.
I love it. Yeah, I love that we're doing this together because we do have 2 completely different perspectives and lifestyles and everything. So if you guys, as you're hearing all of the tips that we're going to go through, if you have any questions or concerns, want us to go deeper into something, feel free. We want this to be interactive. So type in the chat box, unmute yourself, whatever you're comfortable with. We are going to be going over a whole bunch of stuff. We're going to be going over the 4 vital behaviors: inviting, importance of hitting Emerald, running challenge groups, PV and Success Club, and then a little goal for you guys for your first month as a coach. Or if this is a refresher for you for restarting your business, or if you're a veteran, just a continuation challenge for you guys. So moving right into the 4 vital behaviors, these, think of those words. They're the 4 vital behaviors. So these are the things that you guys need to be doing no matter what in your business. They're the life of your business. They're vital to your success, no matter how small they might be. And the reason why I love them, before I get into them, is because it's mostly all focused on us. And if you think about it, we're coaches, and we can only motivate and inspire and get people on board with us if we are feeling motivated and inspired and happy and optimistic and feeling good in our own skin. And so that's number 1. The number 1 of the 4 vital behaviors is officially being proof the products work. But what does that mean? It means commit to following a program. Pretty sure all of us are going to be doing 80-day obsession. If not, commit to any of the 50 plus programs that we have. Commit to the meal plan. Really commit wholeheartedly, and then share that. Share the good days, but also share the bad days. Share the workouts that you hated, because that's going to build trust. That's going to make you feel like people think that you're human and you're real and you're not just trying to sell something. So share the good and the bad. And then the last part of that is you're going to see results, right? workouts are created by trainers. The meal plans are created by nutritionists. So you will see results, and that is the key, is that you want to see results with the products that you will be promoting. If you're not drinking the shakes and you say, here, buy Shakeology, no one's going to buy it because they don't believe you or trust you or know that that's how part of the reason that you're seeing the results. So that's a big one, is be proof the products work. The reason for that is so that people trust you and people see that they are working and that you are changing from the inside out. The second of the 4 vital behaviors is personal development. This seems silly and like you might not need it, but you can only get so far in your business without someone else coming in and giving you that motivation and giving you tips. And there are so many different kinds of personal development. So I challenge you guys to think about what you need right now. For example, if you need a ton of help with posting, I encourage you guys to get Jab, 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 Right Hook by Gary Vaynerchuk. If you need help with everything network marketing, the book I'm reading now, some of you guys that know me are going to laugh because I've been reading it for a year because I love it so much. It's Get Over Your Damn Self. And I love it because it's written by a network marketer. So love that one. Compound Effect is the very first book that I started with that just truly taught me the tiny little things that we're going to go over tonight. Clearly, I mean, my story alone yields amazing results. So if there's anything specific that you guys need help with, feel free to reach out to your coach or even post in here tonight, and I probably have a book for that. Go-tos are Compound Effect and Get Over Your Damn Self. Number 3 is Invite, and Addie's going to be going into that more in depth. So that's like the bread and butter of our business, but just some quick notes on that. Your business won't grow if you're not inviting to it. Very rarely will people reach out to you, and my best analogy for this, I got it from somebody else and it just totally hit home, is when we go into a grocery store. I was doing the Ultimate Reset once and I needed seaweed flakes and something else, something crazy. And so I walk into the store and immediately someone was there and they were like, hi, can I help you find anything? And I was like, no, thanks. And I just walked aimlessly, had no idea where to find these seaweed flakes. And I was in like all the wrong aisles. And then somebody came up to me again and was like, can I help you? And I was like, yeah, where do I find these frickin' seaweed flakes? And then they told me. And think of that as your business. When you're inviting someone, they likely are going to say no right away. But what does that mean? That means either now is not a good time. It means that they are confused. They don't know what a challenge group is, but they're too afraid to ask. So don't be afraid to hear no. And also don't be afraid to invite. You know, people will not join you if they don't know that they can join you. And again, Addie will get into that. So number 4 is recognition. And as a brand new coach, what can you recognize? You can recognize your own accomplishments. So again, if you're following your program, you're going to be seeing progress. Maybe it's weight loss, maybe it's a mental transformation, maybe you're feeling better, maybe you're fitting into those jeans better. Recognize your own damn self. I love that hashtag that's like clap for yourself. So recognize yourself, be proud of that. And then when you do start signing up people, make sure that you recognize them, like your very first challenger or your very first discount coach or a working coach. Recognize them, because what that does is it puts you in a leadership position, right? So your followers will then be like, oh my gosh, Maria's building a team, or oh my gosh, Emily is helping people see a transformation. So don't be shy to recognize other people. And also that gives you more people to reach out to. So when you tag, like, look at my girl Brittany who just decided to sign up and in her first week she lost 4 pounds, then Brittany's friends are going to go see that. And so it's kind of like you boosting your own team and helping them out in that way. I think that's all. Addie, do you want to take over for the inviting tips?
Sure. Okay, inviting. When I was a new coach, I was like, what the crap am I supposed to do with this? So I'm so excited to get to share this with you so you have some like tips and direction. So Sam very obviously went over why to invite. You know, we have to invite to be able to get people to understand and want to do what we do. Most of us are going to be just like Sam in the grocery store and not say, hey, I want to do that. I know I didn't. I didn't even know challenge groups existed when I started talking to a coach. So a lot of people are exactly like Sam said and don't have any idea what you're really even talking about. So consistently inviting and consistently sharing your journey is just going to help build that trust and help people understand more fully what you're doing. So how do you invite? That was the biggest challenge for me. I was like, I don't know what to say. You want me to message people and ask them to join a challenge group? They're going to tell me no. So first thing that I do is build a connection with that person. Talk to them about their cat. Where did you get your graphic tee? I love your hair. Who cuts it? Because really, unless you're, everyone wants to know where you got your hair done or what color it is, or, where'd you get your shoes? Find something to talk to people about, because that's going to build a friendship. One of my closest friends now is a person that I randomly friend requested and said, "Oh my gosh, your pictures of the zoo are so great. Did you take them?" And she was like, "Yeah, with my phone. It was so cool, blah, blah, blah." And come to find out, we watch all of the same Real Housewives, The Bachelor, and read the same books. And we talk about stuff and yoga all the time now. So making those connections, as little and fluffy and insignificant as it seems, that first step is the most important thing that I do in my day. On my checklist every day is in message 25 new people about something that I see on their page. Then, once you've established that relationship, back in the day when we started, it was a basketball analogy. They'd say we need like 4 or 5 good passes, back and forth, back and forth. So once you've had some good conversations with these people, then you're free to say the ones that you have a connection with, not the ones that say like, "Hey, your dog is so cute. What's its name, Bob?" Those people aren't ready. They don't trust you yet because they're not going to talk to you about how much they love your dog. You need to have good conversations. When you had good, solid conversations, that's an appropriate time for you to say, "Hey, I don't know if you've ever thought about this, but I'm starting a new challenge group on Monday, and I'm really excited about the program we're started. Have you ever thought about doing this?" And chances are good they're going to say no, because they probably never thought of it. And then they could be like, "What is it?" Or, "You run challenge groups?" Or, "No, I already go to the gym." And either way, you're already friends with that person. So when they tell you yes or no, it's okay, because they trust you and you've got a relationship with them and it's no big deal. So connections to me are like the crucial step. Make friends. And then when you invite, it's not creepy. It doesn't feel yucky. It feels like you're genuinely trying to help them. Even if they're not, they don't have to lose 100 pounds for you to want to help them. My very best friend in the whole world reached out to me because to me, it's way easier to invite strangers than it is to invite my best friend. But she messaged me and was like, "Okay, I want to do Beachbody." And I was like, "Dude, you're a size 0." And she's like, "Yeah, but I had 3 kids and I'm just uncomfortable and I want to do this." And so she accomplished it all. But I never would have invited her, one, because I'm a chicken, and two, because she was already a size 0. So you can't prejudge. You just have to be brave and build those relationships and invite everyone, because you never know who's in the back of their mind thinking, "Oh, that would be really cool. I want to do that with them." The other way to invite is to do it through your posts. And we've all seen them. We all do them. We've all done them, hopefully, a lot in the past few weeks. I'm going to share Anita Myron's transformation post because it was amazing for 80-Day Obsession, and then talk about how excited I am about it. And at the bottom say, you'll get 80 days of brand new workouts, a fabulous meal plan, a delicious shake for you to have for breakfast, community support, and lots of fun and prizes. Drop your favorite emoji below. Super simple. You could even just say that part. New group starts on the 15th. So, inviting through your posts, I think, is super important. You may or may not get a lot of interaction on it because some are great and some are not. But consistently doing things like that are going to help you establish that this is what you're doing, so that people know what to expect. People like to know what to expect, and they like to be told what to do. Because if you just posted that same thing and never said, "This is what you should do about it," they're just gonna be like, "Oh, okay, cool, that girl lost weight, bye." So they need some direction. Message me for information. Post or comment below. Whatever, you got to give them some direction. When do you invite? That was a big stumbling block for me too. I think I sat and stared at my computer for like 3 weeks after I decided to coach, because I was like, I don't know what to ask people to come to, because you have to set a date for your challenge group. That's the most important thing you can do at this stage in your life, is set a date for your challenge group. Set a date that's not tomorrow. You need at least 2 to 3 weeks to talk to people, get your invites out, for people to think it around and talk to their husband and go back and forth and forget to message you back, and all of those things that happen in that process. Remember, when you signed up, it probably wasn't overnight. Sometimes that happens, but it's pretty rare. So have something to invite to. Set a date for a challenge group. Maybe run a free group. Anita just did a fantastic video about free groups in the TLC. Check that out. To a coaching event, use that calendar that's the cover photo at the top of the group, because there's all kinds of stuff on there, sneak peeks, different events that you can invite people to. Invite them to getting started right calls once they've signed up. So have something to invite them to all the time. And keep in mind that your challenge group invite should start 2 to 3 weeks out. So that's like what, 1 week a month that you have to make up something else to invite to. So, you know, you've got a lot of space there. You can do a lot of cool things. Some tips real quick, and then I'll wrap it up. Again, be prepared mentally for people to say no. Just like when Sam went to the grocery store, she told that person no, she didn't need any help. Not because she hated their guts, but because she thought she didn't need help. Like, lots of people say no. I say no all the time to the people in the center of the mall that want to flat iron my hair. I don't want them to flat iron my hair, but it's not because I don't like that person. You know, it's because right now it's not my time. I maybe need to go do something else. So it's not personal. It sometimes feels that way, but it's really not. And people say no because, like Sam said, they maybe don't understand what you're inviting them to, or they aren't ready. I told someone today, don't pay for something if you're not ready. I would much rather you said, I'm not ready, than waste your money and not do it. So just know that once you've started talking about business with them, the door is open, and you're more than welcome to come back to them next month and try again, because they might be ready then. But don't take people off your follow-up list until they say no.
I love that.
Anything else?
I think I started talking with Raina in August, and I didn't sign up until October. And I still have people, you guys, that sign up. I think my longest one was 3 years after the very first time I invited them. 3 years of them watching my journey, and then they finally signed up because I followed up with them. So, yeah, plug in, stay tuned with them, stay connecting with them. And that's the thing, what to do in between that time is just connect. Like, go back to what Addie said. After you invited, go back to the connection. Talk about their pets, their summer plans now, or when their baby is due, etc., and then go in for the invite again. So I'm going to talk to you guys now, moving on, a little bit about Emerald Rank and what it means, why it's important. And why it's important is, or I guess who this is important for, is those of you looking to build a business and grow a residual income. If you don't necessarily care about a residual income, and I say that, I don't know, like, I've had coaches on my team who really don't care about that. They just want to help people. They don't care that they just get the 25% commission. So if that's you, cool, run with it. But I was not the person that only wanted to make an income when I sold stuff, right? So hitting Emerald Rank and growing, which we'll talk about in a bit, that is how you're going to build that residual income, where if I don't sell a challenge pack in some week, I still make a decent size paycheck from the team cycle bonus that you get when you're Emerald and above. And Emerald, you guys, is the baby step. So it's important because it's the very first step, so we don't want to undermine that, but it should be really, really easy to get to Emerald. The ultimate goal is Star Diamond. And there's a lot of ranks in between so that we can recognize you for it, and it's nice benchmarks to hit. And that very first one is Emerald, meaning you have 2 coaches in your downline. And that can be a discount coach, right? Some of us started off as discount coaches. Maybe you're currently a discount coach just learning how to work the business and what it's all about. Or it can be someone who actually wants to work the business. It doesn't matter. It could even be your spouse. It could be your mom, your dad, a sibling, your best friend. It can be anybody. A quick note about the spouse is they do not have to work the business. I signed up my spouse, at the time boyfriend, I signed him up to help me get to Emerald. And at the time, I just signed him up. I bought an extra challenge pack. And what I recommend for you guys, if you do want to sign your spouse up or significant other with a challenge pack, since all of you most likely have BOD, I recommend getting the 3-day refresh challenge pack, because the 3-day refresh is amazing. Addie just finished it and saw amazing results, so go check out her page if you haven't seen it. But also you can get a box of Shakeology. So in there are packets, and I got the vegan barista one recently, and then I sold the packets. So I know some of you guys that signed up maybe today or this week or this month, you don't want to invest another $106 in a challenge pack. So this is a way that you can do that, get the Success Club points, and then earn your money back and more. I sell my Shakeology packets for $5 a piece. So if somebody wanted to try the vegan vanilla chocolate and cafe latte, they would PayPal me $15. I would make that money back. Or if you're super giving, you can give it away. Be cautious, you guys. When I was a brand new coach, I did a post and gave so many away and nobody bought, because some people didn't even try it because it was free. I think putting value on it, people are way more likely to try it. Whereas if it's free, they're just going to sit like a sample on their desk for 3 months, you can sell them. Yeah, I've done that before. I'm just seeing some questions. What if I only end up with my spouse as a discount coach, neither of them work in the business? Great question. So with discount coaches, I like to think of them, I don't know, I don't want to offend anyone, but they're great placeholders in terms of growing a business, right? So they're not going to be the ones to go out and also hit Success Club like you. They're not going to be the ones to want to host a challenge group or anything like that. So, and my discount coaches typically stay on about 3 months, meaning they get Shakeology for 3 months, and then they might go inactive or they just cancel as a discount coach. So with discount coaches, they are amazing, and we definitely want to support them and eventually invite them to the business, because lots of people go from discount to working, but you're not going to get a high team cycle bonus. So that's why after you hit Emerald, my tip to my coaches is always get to Emerald again. What I mean by that, just sign 2 more coaches. 2 more coaches. Start inviting to the business. Start inviting to the sneak peek, which I think Anita and Bree are doing one tomorrow night, or tomorrow sometime. So start to invite to the business opportunity. That is where the income is. So Emerald, in short, is super easy, you guys. It's just 2 coaches, and it can be anybody. From there, that's where you want to keep growing, keep adding, challenge your coaches to see if they want to work the business, or see if they have referrals who you could sign up under them. Ideally, you want to get to Diamond. We won't talk about that tonight. However, I do want to mention what the qualifications are, just so you can see the vision, because if you see 2, you're going to stress on the 2. But the vision for you guys, first is Diamond. That's 4 coaches on one leg, 4 on the other, right? So just 8 active coaches, 1 on each side needs to be Emerald. Another benefit of having your spouse on board, you can get your spouse to Emerald. Amazing. Then you just need to build 1 more Emerald on the other side. And again, it's easy to get to Emerald. So that's a quick overview. What other notes do I have? It's a second stream of income. Spouse is amazing for safety for your rank, because if people quit or they go inactive, you will lose your rank if you only have 1 coach on each side. So having your spouse there is great, because you can make sure they're active, and then you can put some more people on the other leg. And also, you guys, it's great for recognition. And no matter if you thrive off of recognition or not, your followers will be seeing that post where your coach recognizes you as an Emerald and as a business builder and putting in the work and succeeding at what you're doing, and that goes far. A lot of people are going to say no to new coaches at first because they're waiting to see you fail or to see you succeed. So push hard to get to Emerald, to get to Success Club for that recognition, so that your coach is going to share it or you share it, and then people are going to be like, oh, what is Katie doing? Or what is Rebecca's Emerald status all about? So the recognition, no matter if you feel good about it or not, it means a lot when you start sharing think that's all I've got. Do you have anything else, Addie?
I think you did an awesome job.
Okay. So what's next?
Running challenge groups.
Perfect.
I'm super excited to talk about this because I love challenge groups. I started my weight loss journey in a challenge group and have never left one since. So your job does not stop once you sell a challenge pack. That is actually just the very first step. Those people who bought the pack signed up with you for a reason. They signed up with you because they trust you or they know you and you promise them support. To me, challenge groups are my number one place to provide good customer service. I do not like going into any store, calling someone on the phone, ordering online, and having someone not help me. Drives me crazy. I just think you're getting paid for this. And ultimately, we're getting paid for this. We got a commission off their challenge pack, and sometimes even I struggle with it a little bit, but that person that has a year of BOD, they paid for a year of BOD. So they are your customer for a year. So when they have a question about broccoli, when they leave your challenge group after 2 months and want to come back in 3 months later and they've never gotten any results and you don't know what to do with them, it's still your job to be their cheerleader. So challenge groups are the place where your business begins. You know, how many of you returned from having great experiences with a product and then you were like, wait, no, I really believe in this. That's where coaches are built and where transformations are formed and where relationships are further enhanced. So hold them accountable, keep them motivated, put them in a fun atmosphere where they can contact you at any time. I don't give out my phone number to very many people in my challenge groups, but they know that I'm available through Facebook Messenger all the time. And I get questions about broccoli and about pants and about people wanting to buy a floral shop and all of these things because the women in my group have created a family in there and they don't ever go away. Even the ones that live down the road and the ones that live in California, they all know each other and send each other Christmas cards because they've been in these groups and they've built relationships. So one overwhelming piece of challenge groups, I think, is finding out what to post. You know, I post in my challenge group first thing every morning, most of the time. Right now, we're kind of on a break. We're starting up again next week. But first thing in the morning, when I work out, even if I didn't work out, you post something motivational in there every day. I started with a script. If there is not one in the TLC tabs, we need to find one. Okay. I had a thing that was written out that my coach at the time had written out 30 days worth of posts, what to post every day. Thirsty Thursday, Water Wednesday, Tasty Tuesday, Motivational Monday, Flex Friday, those sorts of things. My girls love challenges. We did a few things where we were like, show all your veggies every day. Eat your veggies like crazy. I would ask them what they needed help with. We do water challenges. We would do I can't even think, but in December when we were all fighting hard, we had challenges all through the month. And when we started doing them, I would say, okay, I don't care if you win or lose. If you post about this challenge throughout the day, I'm going to put you in a drawing. And then the next day I would go live and me and my kids, we would do a drawing and send them an energized packet because Samantha Holly taught me this. Energized packets are gold. Everybody will fight for an energized packet. And I was really crappy at selling energized and talking about energized. So starting to give it away piqued interest for other products in the group. And it helps them. I mean, energized helps everyone. So find a script, reach out to your upline to see if your upline has a script, and then make it your own. Post pictures just like you would on Facebook. When you get those emails from Beachbody that's like, try these 37 no-bake cookies or recipes to keep you on track during the holidays, copy and paste those links, go into those emails and click on that link that you think might help them and put it in your group. I get emails from my Fitness Pal still that has similar stuff, and I'll take stuff from that and put it in my group. If I cook something for dinner, I find the recipe wherever I found it on Pinterest and put that in my group. People love that stuff, and it keeps everyone engaged and everyone watching. I do not message my people every day. I don't. They can message me anytime they want, but I message my challenge group people on Sundays. That's what I do. That's the first task I do. I send a simple message. Hey, how was your week? Hey, how can I help you? Hey, do you have your plans made for next week? And then honestly, most of Sunday is spent on that, because as soon as I start messaging them, they're all back at me. And then I don't message them again all week long. I have other stuff to do the rest of the week. I engage in my group. I am present in the actual Facebook group. And if they need me, they know they can get me. So I only use the challenge tracker app for specific things. So like if I do an 80-day obsession test group, that is in the challenge tracker app. I know people love both equally, but my girls like Facebook. They like the interaction. I like the ability to go live. So Janine, I can see your comments. I have recently started running my groups 3 months at a time. I open one up now, and I'm going to run it through the duration of the 80-day obsession. My last group ran October, November, December. And how I did it was I opened it, and then I started it over just internally at the first of the month. So as I added new people in, they had like a start date, and we could all reintroduce ourselves on that first of the month. I also chose 1 week of the month that I offered my group for free, and said 5 days in my challenge group, it was my free group. Instead of running a clean eating group or running a different clean week group, I just offered them BOD. I stuck them in my regular challenge group so they could see what it was actually like in a challenge group, and then kept a list. And at the end of that 5 days, they could either buy a challenge pack or not. So if they didn't, I removed them, and I kept them on my list to invite them another month. And if they did, they could stay and keep going. My thought on doing that, some people love free groups, some people don't. My thought on doing that is if I can get them in a group and get them exposed with BOD, the worst thing that happens is they cancel it and they've been exposed. And I've opened the door to be able to ask for their business later. The best thing that happens is they buy a challenge pack and become a coach. And really anything in the middle, if they keep a 3-month subscription, oh, well, that's a little bit of money there too. But I haven't really done any extra work by having them in a group I'm already running. So that's how we do that. Choose a date, again, start promoting 2 to 3 weeks in advance, post about it, talk about it. If you want to create an event, I sometimes create an event. When I create an event, I invite every single person on my friends list. And keep in mind that I work on Facebook. On Instagram, you can't, I don't know if you can create events on Instagram. I've only started really dealing with it. But, it's totally different animal on Instagram. But on Facebook, message invites, invites in my posts, and then just promote the crap out of it and get your people in there. But just, to me, challenge groups are all about love. Like, just love the crap out of those people, and they will stay with you forever, because that's what they all want. And if they don't, they're not going to respond to your messages, and they're going to do well anyway, because that's their nature. I have a handful of people that will get back with me once a month and be like, sorry, but I lost 25 pounds. Thanks for the group. So, just be okay with where they're at the time, and help them in the place where they're at. I hope that helped.
Awesome. I love it. Challenge groups are all about love. Sarah, I see your question. Should you have my challenge tracker app? Download that. And I invited you to our Rock Your Resolutions group. And one thing that I'll add, I don't know if Addie mentioned this or not. I love coaches that, go out and set their own date and start promoting your own group. If you're too nervous to do that, then ask your upline. But at least with my downline, I always give them the opportunity to invite to our team-wide group. So I always host every month, and I actually do 3-month-long groups now too, especially with the 80-day obsession. I think my current one's like 90 days or something. but I let my whole team invite to that. That way, as a new coach, your main concern or task, I should say, is inviting people to it and connecting with people, and not necessarily all the details. It's super, super easy to host your own group, you guys, but it just takes a little bit of pressure off of you if you invite to your uplines group. So there were lots of questions during that topic. Does anyone want to unmute themselves and ask something else, or are we good? That's okay, Kaylee.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, bear with me a second while I formulate this. So when I see everyone's feed, let's say it's Instagram or whatever, and they're asking for people to jump on to their challenge group, is that kind of how you do these free groups? Hey, I'm running an accountability group. I'd like 10 people, blah, blah, blah. Or is this the way we invite people to maybe get challenge packs, or yes to both?
Do you want to answer that?
Yeah, I can if you want me to.
Go for it.
Okay, so when I post something like that, like I'm looking for 10 people or a group starts on such and such date, to me, those are all people that I'm going to handle in private message and try to sell challenge packs to. When I do the free week, I probably am only going to post about it once or twice and just be like, hey, I'm opening my group up for free this week. Comment below if you're interested in free access to workouts and a meal plan.
Okay.
And then, like, I'll maybe do that on like a Thursday or a Friday, and then maybe again on Sunday, maybe. And then have them in my group Monday through Friday and then kick them out.
And so that free access you're talking about to workouts, are you talking about the 14-day?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. All right. Okay.
And I tell them that up front. I'm like, this is like Netflix. They're going to charge you on day 15. You got to watch your dates.
Okay, thanks.
Uh-huh.
And I'll just add to that, because for some reason, I'm really good, for people who tell me no to a challenge pack, I'm really good at getting them signed up for Beachbody On Demand, the trial. But in free groups, for some reason, I'm really bad at getting them on the trial. So my free groups, I love doing like 5-day water challenges. And I do the same thing as Addie. Like I'll promote it maybe 2 times, like 3 days ahead of time. I'll ask them to add in their friends too. We start that very next Monday. It's a quick engagement. People love it. You could also do like a plank challenge, nutrition labels challenge. One of my coaches once did a tidying up challenge because she read the book, The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up, whatever book that is. So it wasn't even health and fitness related, but you build trust and connections and friendships through that. But yeah, me too. I actually just did a post. It's like, I'm looking for 7 more women. Totally challenge group. Okay, so next up, you guys, I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about PV, just quickly, Success Club, and Success Starters. So PV, again, very quick topic, but we want to make sure that you guys know that to stay an active coach and to get that paycheck for your retail commission and any team cycle bonuses that you have, you need to have 50 PV, and that basically means 50 points. Every single product that we have in our shop, even like clothing now, which is really awesome, has PV tied to it. Shakeology is 90 PV. So if you are getting Shakeology every single month or Energize and Recover every month, you're good to go. Totally fine. If you're not on Home Direct, then you would need like Recover, I believe, is 52 PV. 3-Day Refresh Complete Kit is 50 PV. There's a lot of things. You can get some Shakeology boosts, apparel, things that add up to 50, and then you'll be active and you'll be good to go. Now, if you are shooting for Success Club, you need 90 PV on Home Direct. So that is any supplements on Home Direct that add up to 90. So again, Shakeology is 90. If you get that every month, you're good to go. Energize and Recover, I think it's 90 or 92. On Home Direct, you're good to go. And then you can always mix and match too. If you are stocking up on Shakeology, you can rotate it. So you get your shakes every other month, and then every other month you get Energize and Recover. As long as you have 90 PV HD, you're good to go. And you'll be able to see that, you guys, when you log into your online office, it tells you if you have that. And I think it just says yes, like if you check off that box. So if it says no, you know to go into your orders and see what you have or don't have. Next up is Success Club. And this is a really simple, not topic. I'm blanking on the word. It's just a really simple goal that everybody should shoot for themselves, because I honestly think that that's how I grew my business to be so successful. Is starting January of 2014, I was pushing for Success Club 10 every single month because there were incentives tied to it. And since then, I've hit it every single month, and I've just seen my business grow. And what Success Club 10 means is that I've helped 5 new people every single month by getting them involved in my challenge group with a challenge pack. Each challenge pack is 2 points. Sometimes, like right now, the mega pack for 80-day obsession is 3 points. So every now and then they'll throw in like an extra point, but usually you can count on it being 2 points. And so if you help 5 people times 2 points per challenge pack, it's Success Club 10. And then there's also Success Club 5. That's where you help 3 people, because again, 3 times 2 points per challenge pack is 6. So you lock in Success Club 5 is what they refer to it as. So that's how you do it, is just by helping new people every single month. The benefit is Shakeology Home Direct is 2 points too. I never sell that, you guys, because that is $132 and our cheapest challenge pack is $140, and they get so much more, $160 for bots. So totally an option, but it's up to mine because I don't do much of that. But it's super important, because those people, yes, you help them this month, but if they see results and they love it, they're going to order next month. So that's more commission for you. And then the next month, and that's more commission. It just keeps piling up. So it's great for that residual income. But for me, I'm super motivated by trips. That was one of the reasons why I signed up, is if I sign up, I'm going on those trips. And I made it on all of the trips except for one. And the way you earn it is that your Success Club points directly turn into trip dollars. So that's how you earn the trips for free, is basically helping a whole bunch of people, and those points turn into trip dollars, and you get your trip completely paid for. If not, then you might just have to pay a little bit extra, but if you'll get it paid for. And in January, you guys, your points are doubled. So say you hit Success Club 10, that's $100. And then it would turn into $200 in January, just because it's the promotion that they're doing. So you can get a lot of points, and you need 1,200 points for the whole year. So super awesome. And these trips, you guys, the Success Club trip is the one that I finally had belief in myself that I could do more than just be a hobby coach. And eventually, 6 months later, that's when I quit my full-time job. They spoil the heck out of you. It's all inclusive. It's like so amazing being part of this community and being with them. And we're gonna be stuck on a ship on this next trip and being with the celebrity trainers. It's like, I get like the goosebumps talking about it, because it's so amazing. That was the first time that I realized, like, wow, like people that aren't the top % of this business can still be here and be like rewarded and recognized and have a great time. So trips are an amazing perk of Success Club. Also, there's monthly prizes. Dangle a tank top in front of me and I will do anything to earn that. And every single month that you hit Success Club, Beachbody Corporate gives us prizes. Last month it was a tank top for, I think it was 80-day obsession, and a yoga mat. This month, if you've read the 5-second rule, we've got a webinar with Mel Robbins. Sometimes we get, I think one time we got a Shakeology tub to store our shakes in. We've gotten personal development books. So it's really a variety of things, all awesome, all really great to share that you're earning these things from your company on your social media. And then also, if you signed up as a coach in January or December, but it has to be your first 3 consecutive months as a coach. If you hit Success Club, you will earn your ticket to our summit event, which is typically $300. You'll get it for free, which is a huge event. Summit is in Indianapolis this year in June, and it's intensive training, which is awesome for our business. Lots of new ideas thrown at us, but also team bonding and parties and fun things. You get to, again, work out with the celebrity trainers, be a part of that huge, massive workout where we take over the city. really awesome. So you need to hit Success Club 5 at least in your first, second, and third month. Quick note on that, say you sign up today, January 10th, or even January 2nd, your first month can also be February. So it's February, March, and April. I almost tripped up on the months. So keep that in mind. And my tip for all my coaches is shoot for Success Club 10. If you hit Success Club 10, you're that much further along. You have that much more income. You have that much more progress in your business. If you don't, you're very likely going to hit Success Club 5. And if not, it's going to pay off. They always say the work that we do this month actually will be paying off 3 to 6 months from now. So work your butt off, shoot for Success Club 10. And somebody earlier, I'm forgetting who, asked how many invites to send per week. This is totally different based off of what your goals are. But for my coaches shooting for Success Club 10, usually that's 100 invites. Now, keep in mind, if you're still working with your warm market, meaning family, friends, people who know you, people who trust you, it's less, right? They already trust you. They want to help you out. They want to jump in on this. So it's not 100. I was the person who signed up and I was like, I'm not going to invite my parents or sisters or, hey, Grat, I see you on. Or like my best friends. I'm not going to invite any of them because I don't want them to feel like I need them to succeed. Awful mindset to have. They're like all signed up now. So don't delay on that. But if you're working your cold market, so you're reaching out to people on Instagram or Facebook groups or something, that's where you're going to have to work a little bit more and invite a few more people. And one quick thing is, we talked so far, Addie's going to give you a little challenge, but one thing, to get to Success Club and do all of these things, there is a photo album in the Legacy Collective called Power Hour. Go in there, and there's probably like 15 different images, all of Power Hour trackers, which is our way of saying if you have an hour to sit down and work, these are the activities to be doing. So go there. They all say pretty much the same activities because it's such a simple business to succeed in. It's just different designs. So choose the one that you like. And those are the things that you should be doing to start seeing income growth, start seeing team growth, and start seeing results physically as well. I'm just seeing a question. How many people do you have to sign up for the summit ticket? That is Success Club. So at least 3 people your first, second month, and third month. Addie answered that. Sorry. All right, Addie's going to take it away with a goal or a challenge for you guys.
Okay, so anytime I sign up a new coach and anytime I talk to my girls, I always say, bottom line, I want you to get your shakes paid for. You know, that's an investment. It was the first thing that we all kind of lost a little bit of sleep over, was making that investment in ourselves to sign up for Shakeology and then stay on it and pay for it for ourselves. So my goal for you is to get your Shakeology paid for. And to do that, that's when you sign up 3 people with the challenge pack in a month. So it takes 3 new people to get your Shakeology paid for. It also gets you Success Club. It gets you Success Starter status. But that's my first goal for everybody, is to help those first 3 people and get your shakes paid for. Is there something else I was supposed to add with that?
I think that's it. I was just typing out though, you guys, 3 people, the commission we make from challenge packs, depending on which one you sell, is $50. So that's $150, which I don't know about you, but for me, it's like $105 to order my Shakeology. So you're profiting. So shoot for those 3. You'll 100% cover your shakes and start to see a return. And for me, when I first started, I was very well aware of the amount that I spent, right? I signed up with my own challenge pack. And actually, before I got a challenge pack, I just bought Turbo Fire, which is $80, and I could not even imagine spending in that at the time. But then somehow I got a challenge pack. And then I signed up my now husband with a challenge pack. So it was like a lot of an investment, and I did not want to keep digging myself in the hole and not seeing results in my business. And so I gave myself 4 months to do everything that we told you tonight, right? The connections, the invites, the follow-ups. That's what it comes down to. So I gave myself 4 months to do that consistently, and if I didn't at least break even, then I would quit. But clearly, 2 years, 4 years later, I'm still here. So what we have shared with you guys works. I don't know if it seems simple or difficult. It is simple once you sit down and you're like, oh, invite. Okay, I'll invite my mom, my dad, and my college and high school friend, you know. It's really simple. It just comes down to consistency. So do you guys have any questions about anything we talked about or anything we didn't talk about? No questions? You can unmute yourself or type something out. All right, I'm thinking no because we're starting to drop a little bit. So thank you guys so much for hopping on. I'm super excited that you're all here and working. This is the most exciting time to be part of Beachbody and this fitness movement. So I see so much movement and momentum in our business. I'm super excited for you all. And also don't hesitate to reach out to Addie, myself, or your upline when you do start to do these activities. If you have more questions or whatever, feel free to reach out. We're all a family and here to help everyone.
Thank you.
Bye, guys. Have a good night.